be the most prominent for either of these two schools, but it's one that can easily define season trajectories and put the victor on the path to the college football playoff. Welcome to the home of the Florida Gators, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium, better known as the Swamp, as we'll see a squad from the SEC, the LSU Tigers, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Florida Gators. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Gators will kick it away to start us off. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So LSU's offense will get the first swing of the game. The Gators devastated and humiliated the Tigers the last time they got together.
Well, the Gators dominated that game in all three phases, and that's something they're trying to do again in this one today. Offensively, it's about explosive plays. Defensively, it's about creating takeaways, and they're going to have to make a play or two on special teams. If they do that, the Gators feel like they're going to win this one again.
Off the play fake. Looking deep down the right side. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down. This crowd, full throat, sweating the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Makes the catch. He'll make a play on third down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Got a man. Runs through a tackle. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
The Tigers want to pick up the tempo. He'll do it himself. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Behind the chains now on second and long. He'll pull it on the read. Oh, he's got some space. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. And the Tigers just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Wants to go up top on first down. Incomplete. Looked as if he had his man, but just a misfire from this senior. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Did the work himself. Nifty little scamper on this one, enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. The Tigers started this drive, backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Quick strike complete. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, LSU!
How about the start from this offense? What a drive. Just when they needed a third down conversion, they got it. They put a bunch of plays together, kind of wore the defense out, and in the end, punched it in for 6.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They put together an 81-yard drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Florida's offense has the ball for the first time. And it was a rough showing last week, and it all started with the quarterback, Jesse.
Yeah, he looked lost in that last game out. I thought the defense did a really good job of confusing him, mixing up their looks and their pressure. So no different today. The defense obviously watched the film, and they're going to come out and they're going to try to do the exact same thing and get this guy rattled. So this quarterback, he has to know what to expect early in this one.
If I'm his offensive coordinator, I want to get started off on the right foot, man. Get the ground game going. Make it easy because last week was such a disaster. We want to turn the page. We need some confidence. We need some good mojo. First drive, we need something good to happen early so we can forget about that last week.
And the Gators lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. When these two first met in 1937 in Baton Rouge, LSU shut out the Gators. Florida would notch the first road victory in this swampy series when they beat LSU on the Bayou in 1956.
A lot of history between these two teams because even when there were two divisions in the SEC, this was a constant cross-division rivalry featuring lots of NFL talent and some really dramatic games. I remember being the #1 team in the nation back in 1997, going into Baton Rouge and losing, and the fans rushing the field, tearing down the goalposts. These two teams have unbelievable fan bases and lots of talent on the field.
Offenses know and work on it all week. Third downs. We got to be really, really good. This offense not good on this third down. It could come back to bite.
Got his man downfield. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Gators are moving quickly down the field. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Runs through the tackle. Stop is made at the 22. A 10-yard pickup and a first down just outside the red zone. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. The Gators want to crank the tempo. They'll leave it with him. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida!
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Throwing right. Got a man. It's Sampson. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
The give. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Man, this guy is so scary when he has the ball in his hands. He kind of reminds me, he's got a little bit of Leonard Fournette. He's got a little bit of Clyde Edwards-Helaire, you know, just that shake and bake. And when they get in the second level, DBs just don't seem to know how to tackle this guy. You don't want to submarine, he might hurl over you, but if you don't go in with conviction, and he's got the speed to get outside and take it the distance, this dude just makes your heart stop every time he has the ball.
Catch in the middle, it's Johnson. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll send the back in motion. Off play action. Caught in the backfield, it's Grove. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. LSU quick to the line.
Well, this offense is sending a little bit of a message here. Of course, we know how much they've struggled on third down.
Touchdown, Tigers! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the Big Ten. Minnesota is currently trailing in this one, but I've seen crazier things in Minneapolis. Trust me when I tell you that. On this field and off it, this game is not over. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Nebraska. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this Big Ten battle.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. To the air, it's Blunt. He lobs one high down the left side. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down. So now it's second and long. Hand off from the shotgun. Turning it on! Smacks him with the stiff arm. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play call. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. And the Gators with a second and short to keep this drive moving. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. They're looking at a third down and short from the 33. To the ground to try to move the chains. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. The Gators are on the move. From the gun, the running back looking for room. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And not great blocking up front. They're struggling to get the running game going. And tell you what, they got to find something. Last week it was a bad performance, and this offense has got to get some momentum early in this game and find something that they do really, really well and someone they can count on.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
Off the bootleg to buy a little space. And the quarterback couldn't withstand the heat, and he will go down as we play one quarter. Guys, LSU has the lead here, and we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. And the Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Quickly complete. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. The Tigers are in the hurry-up.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize, so you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The noise is deafening, trying to make sure only the Gators get out of the swamp. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You got to throw the football.
There he goes! Doing some serious work on the ground, out of bounds at the 35 after that big run. The Gators, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. Might as well give it to him again. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Find some fresh air. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. And the Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. To the ground with the back. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Now 3rd and goal and tough yardage to cover here. He leaves it with the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
4th down here. It's still early in the game. I'm not chasing points. Take the field goal, pay this drive off.
And they have analytical cards nowadays that says the exact situation, what the score is, do you go for it or not? Look at the card, make the decision.
Fires into the end zone. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the quarterback put up 2 and sacked at the 12. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. Catch open down the middle. At the 35, he's open. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. The RPO fired complete to the left. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Won't you?
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. Here's the return. And he is knocked down immediately after the catch. That punt coverage team had its hair on fire. The Gators sending the offense back to work. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, and it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah.
He lost it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Quickly to the tight end. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
Coming up, fourth down.
On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Leaves it with the back. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. The Gators racing to the line in the hurry up. Second down, he'll throw it. Quickly out to the tight end. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. Ball is at the 42-yard line, close to four-down territory. Here's third and short. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. A couple of yards short of the first down in your own territory, but they are going to go for it on fourth. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half. The referee signaled for the 2-minute timeout. The Gators back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the big fella. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. And the Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, to give, looking for room. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. And now a chance to pull even as we get late here in the first half. They'll try to get it in with the run. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. 2 of their 3 red zone trips have come up empty. They'd like to punch it in here on 2nd and goal. Wants to go up top. Looking to get it in. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
Well, short completion setting up third down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
On 3rd and goal, they'll throw it. Touchdown, Gator! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
I was so excited for this game because I just knew it was going to be a back-and-forth battle. And that's what we've seen here. Great job by the quarterback. Good decision, reading the coverage, accurate throw. They get the extra point. This thing is all knotted up.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. And that extra point was good, and we're all tied up here in the second. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. They'll start this drive going to the air. Grab behind the line. It's Grove. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Or will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Just enough time to get off one more snap. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Slings it downfield. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Gentlemen, seems like every time Florida and LSU get together, magic happens. And halfway through this one, the sparks have been flying. And talk about a good competitive game so far. Not saying this has been the best first half we've seen in the history of these two programs, but they've matched each other's intensity, and the result has been a very evenly played game. Fascinating to see how the rest of this one plays out. 2 quarters to go. Time to find out who comes out on top, guys, between the Tigers and Gators.
LSU ready to boot it away and open this second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see, he tosses one high and deep down the left side. It's caught. Touchdown, Florida! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Catch inside the 30 and still running. There he goes to the right. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Tigers.
And that's the exact opposite of what this defense drew up in the locker room.
Oh, they blocked the extra point. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Makes a move. He just about popped that one for a long one, but as it is, he gives his team a lot of momentum with a solid return. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Power football with the run.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Going to swing it on second down. Unloads it left. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
And that one was knocked away. The defender did a really good job. I would argue maybe he could have put his hands on that and caught it, but there's a reason he plays defense, but definitely a forced throw and really nice coverage.
The inside handoff. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. The Gators decide to punt it away. Gets the first one of the day out of there, and we saw a lot of him in that loss last week, 4 times to be exact. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they get it right back to him.
And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? They'll try to run for it. LSU will get a first down.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. It's so much credit because they have been
not able to hook Broke up there, incomplete.
But how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved when I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Holds and fires complete. Inside the 35. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up. And you got to communicate.
Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. LSU right back to the line. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. He just got rid of that one to save the down. Didn't see anything he liked.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion because that hasn't happened often for this guy. He completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up, see if they can maybe confuse this QB?
Caught in the backfield, it's Johnson. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Got it! And he will score! Touchdown LSU!
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. You can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Interesting matchup this week in the Big 12 today. In fact, they're all interesting this season. Texas Tech is currently trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Patrick Mahomes, and they are right back in this. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Kansas State. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about in this one, the Big 12, or anywhere else in college football.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
All right, guys, that's not a home run type play, but he did enough there to keep the chains moving.
Looking for space. It's Need. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. The Gators will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Waves the arm for the fair catch, and the catch is made close to the 30-yard line. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. With the last drive in for a touchdown, they'll try to do it again on this one. They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it. It's been that way all day. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. They go to the wide receiver screen. Not the biggest play in the world, but it's one that can set the tone as he bangs his way out to the 38. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. Brought down, but looks as if LSU will pick up the first down.
Man, I do not want a guy that will dance. I want square shoulders to the line of scrimmage, take the snap, secure the football, play physical, and fall forward. Nice job by that running back getting the first down.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And the defense gets a huge play. I'll tell you, they've been wreaking havoc in this one so far. They've got so many athletes up front on this defensive line. It kind of reminds me about the defenses I used to go against in practice back in the late 90s. Guys like Javon Curse coming off the edge. The freak. It was a nightmare. So hard for our guys to block. We felt like game day was easier than what we faced in practice. And I tell you, this D-line by the Gators, what they got this year, they are special.
They'll run for it on 3rd and short. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced them into 4th down. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. They'll look to pin them deep. And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. From the gun, running back gets to give. Nifty run there, pickup of 6 out to the 25. And the Gators in a good spot here with 2nd and short. From the gun, the running back has it. Breaks into the open. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. There's no need to panic or anything, but this would be a really opportune time to put something together and try to take control of this game.
And sometimes you just come out as the favorite, and you're a little bit flat, and you expect to win. And sometimes that leads to slow starts, but I think if they can get that passion, that adrenaline, they get a little fired up right here, I think they'll take care of business.
And they just got to make a play. They just got to get something positive to happen here, sort of wake them up and then put another play back-to-back, and all of a sudden they get that momentum going. We know they've got the dudes. They've got the studs on both sides of the ball to win this football game. It just needs to start with one spark.
One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. They'll give it to him again. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Running back searching for a hole. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Gators are rolling down the field. Leaves it with the running back. Makes it past the marker. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Gator!
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And the extra point gives them a 1-point lead here in the 4th. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26. The Tigers headed quickly to the line.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. It's complete to the left. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that.
And the defense got him at the 27.
They got more sacks than a grocery store. Goodness gracious, time and time again, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground. This defense having their way.
And the throw out to the sideline, good for just a few yards. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Makes the grab. They make the tackle at the 36. Let's see if they bring out the punt team. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play just outside the 20. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. The Gators will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. He hurls one deep down the left side. And it's caught inside the 25. He was off to the races, and maybe another step or two and he would have scored, but they get him at the 21-yard line. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. It's good. Easy call for the refs. They push the lead to 4 here in the 4th. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18. And the Tigers moving quickly to the line.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. The play action fake. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a 1st down. The upset's been bubbling all day. Now at a full-fledged boil. Guys, see if they can finish it off.
Can the underdog hold on? That's the big question right now. They've done so many positive things in this game, David, to put themselves in position to win, but this is the critical moment where your execution has got to be at its best.
And sometimes you start thinking now, and you start letting that clock tick, and you stop kind of playing carefree. Keep doing what you've done all day long to build the lead, finish this thing out, pull off the big upset.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Gets it to him on the screen. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
They got a little bit, but they didn't get the 1st down, and you're obviously trying to get the 1st down, but you try to slip in those screens occasionally on third down. I like when you slip them in there and try to make a big play, catch the defense maybe being a little aggressive.
Fires left. Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. Just keeps slinging it. That's caught. It's Sampson. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. The Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Line getting set on second down. Looking to fire. Finds his tight end. Oh, he's got some space. And after the pickup gets to the sidelines to stop the clock and keep this drive going as they try to save themselves late. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Fires to the tight end. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible.
And they've trusted their QB to throw the football. And he's going to have to make plays. He's made plays throughout the day. This is now when you come up clutch in a big moment when your team needs it. If that's any indication, I like what I'm seeing.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Here comes second down, and this crowd is turning it up a notch. Back to pass. He's got it. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
What a great job by this offense. And listen, I judge offenses by what they do in the clutch, in those big moments and right before the half, in the fourth quarter, late in the game, just like right here. You need a score. You got to go take the lead. They do everything they can. Now, defense, you're up. I need you to get me a stop.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line.
And after a successful run like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on second, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on third.
Someone moved a little early, and the offense will go backward.
False start of offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And now on second down for this offense. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. He's got it inside the 30. A giant chunk of yardage picked up there, and they're down to the 24. This offense has to be feeling it after that last one, and they'll snap it 1st and 10 just outside the 20. Tough run gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. And the Gators are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. They're definitely in range for the tying field goal, but still trying to get to the line quickly. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They'll run it from the gun. Touchdown, Florida! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
Now, you talk about finishing games with a purpose, with a plan, executed to perfection, taking almost all of the clock, executing brilliantly down the stretch of this football game, making plays, and taking the lead late in this ballgame.
And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
Ball will be placed at the 40 after that kick out of bounds. Defensive back spread all over the field trying to take away the pass. To the air on 1st down. He wants a big play here late. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there and it just trickled through his fingers. There's a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals, and this chapter adds another to that legacy.
Really impressed by the poise by the winning team as well here. They weren't overhyped in this game. They came out, they looked prepared, they were calm, definitely confident. And David, they were able to go out and execute well enough to get this win.